Well, you can never have enough tables in a workshop because you can always fill them with lots of stuff from all of the projects that you're not actually working on. So I figured, you know what? Let me get this new table. A friend of mine had this. It was for printing with all those like lead stamps and stuff. Got it for a great price, scrap value. And of course, here is the cast iron top. It's upside down. It's very heavy. So let's get this in place. And I think I'm gonna use this as a new fabrication table. It's got all these slide out trays on one side. And then it's got all of these little cubbies on the other. I don't know how useful those will be, but it's pretty neat. Pull out drawers. If I like it, I'll end up throwing a fresh coat of paint on it. But for now, let's set it in place in this little welding corner I have. In place. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. This top is pretty dirty, so I'm gonna just hit that with the wire wheel real quick before I lay it up on top. This thing works great for removing rust. You just need a really big compressor to run it. It's up a little higher. I did a little bit of research while editing this video, and I found that it's considered a binding, printing, and embossing table. And I really don't know much about it. Could be worth something. I think it's even considered an antique. So if you have any more information, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what this table was used for. I'm really curious. It's worth noting, this is a pretty handy tool if you're working with a lot of rusty junk like I am. A little bit difficult to control. Probably want to use a regulator on the compressor, but really powerful tool. This is an Ingersoll Rand 2S60. I guess this would be considered a die grinder. Just a really large die grinder with a big cup on there. That's like a 4 or 5-inch cup, something like that. Did a pretty good job. I mean, this is good enough for what we're going to be using this table for. It's going to be for welding, so I'd rather it be bare metal to hook the ground to. It is, of course, cast iron, so I'm not going to be welding directly on it, but it should create a nice flat plane for working on things. So that being said, let's go in, level the table off, and then we'll put this thing on. I wanted this table to be perfectly level so that I had a nice surface to work off of with another level. Like, for example, making a perfect right angle off of a piece of steel that's laying flat on the table. This is about as level as it needs to be. Once I get the top on, I'll check it again for levelness, but we have a couple shims in the base. I assume it's going to change when we get that weight on there because it's like 400 pounds. So let's get the top on and then we'll level it again. I think it goes on this way. check for the tape. 37. And this is 30. Oh, so we'll overhang a little bit more. Let's see. 29. Okay, this is how my buddy had it in the pictures. So let's try and do this without hurting ourselves here. Which seems to be the theme of my channel. Really like this carbide. I really like this carbide scraper. You know who recommended this was the YouTube channel Watch Wes Work. He's got a nice channel. A lot of guy's a phenomenal mechanic, and he was using this to clean up the gasket surfaces. So I bought one. Works really well. Anyway, I like this table. See if it's level. Might have to fine tune it a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, could use a little bit of fine tuning. Needs a little bit of fine tuning, I'd say. Not bad though. Let's see. This is a Hamilton Manufacturing Co. Made in the USA. Pretty cool. Pretty cool piece. But we'll make a really nice flat table for working on all sorts of stuff. Kind of not ideal to have this overhang here, but it's a nice piece. I like it.